Hey there, welcome back to the Legalpreneur Attorney YouTube channel. I'm Andrea Sager, CEO and founder of Legalpreneur, where we are dedicated to helping attorneys build the life and law firm of their dreams. I'm really excited for today's video because we are going over the dream budget exercise. Now, this is really part of the foundation of our membership to help attorneys get very clear on what it is they actually want. And besides the clarity, it's helping to dream bigger. And the way I think about budgets are completely different than the traditional way of thinking. Most people, they're like, oh, I got to create a budget. They know how much money they have coming in each month. And then they give all, say this money's going here to rent, mortgage, car payment, say where that money's going. I do it the opposite way. And this is to help me figure out how much money I need to make or how much I want to make. So there's two parts to this exercise. And before getting into that, I really want you to start thinking bigger, start dreaming bigger, because you are probably constricted in your thinking, likely because you've been limited. You haven't made what you wanted to make as a lawyer, you haven't done what you've wanted to do in life. Perfectly fine. We all start somewhere. Now, start thinking about all those things. And I would make a list of all the things you want to accomplish, all the things you want to achieve. I create new lists all the time. I probably somebody asked me how often I do it, and I don't want to say once a month. Sometimes it is in a monthly cadence, maybe a weekly cadence, but I would say at least once a quarter. And this is because I'm constantly dreaming bigger, thinking differently. So I am always revising, always editing, always changing. I'll even show, I think I just did a new budget last week or 2 weeks ago. And just to show you, you can see on this side, I have dream business budget and current business budget. So I break it into your dream life budget and your dream business budget because we have two. If you have your own law firm, you have more than one budget. So I always start with currently where you are, that budget, what you're spending. So write down every single expense that you have. What I usually do is go through my bank account, list everything that I'm paying monthly, write everything that I'm paying on credit cards, and list it all out. So obviously rent, mortgage, all your utilities, but all the way down to like, do you pay for dog food? Do you have how much you spend in gas, a roundabout, how much, but I say roundabout, but try to be as precise as possible because you want to be very, very clear on these numbers. And I encourage every single one of you watching this, go do it. In our membership, we give our attorneys a pre-populated sheet where they just have to go in and put in the numbers, and then it calculates a lot of things for them. But for you, just go and make these lists. Just get clear on where you are. So where you are personally, what you're spending every single month, and then what you're currently spending in your business every single month, all the expenses that you have. I would love for it to be down to the last cent. If that's how accurate you can be, that's how accurate you want to be for this exercise. Now, once you have that, that's your current budget, current personal, current business budget, and then you create your dream budget. And I mean, every last desire that you have, write it down and how much you think it costs. I always, even if you have your mortgage payment, if it's currently $3,000 a month and you want to buy $1 million house, how much is that mortgage going to be? Go calculate that out. It's going to depend on how much you put down, the interest rate. Like there's a lot of varying factors in there. So it's going to be harder to know exactly how much, but do your best to actually get a concrete number. So for dream budget, what do you want your dream car? Do you want to pay cash for that? Do you want to just have a lease and you have a lease payment? Every last expense. Do you want to have a budget for vacations, a budget for um, handbags, for shopping, for entertainment? What do you want to spend every single month on those items, on those topics? So I'll show you some of mine that I created recently because my boyfriend and I, we love to travel. And so he's a huge Saints fan, loves football. This past year, we went to, I think, 3 or 4 different games. And so this next year, when we were creating it for this year, we literally wrote down, okay, each weekend trip, we spend about $3,500. So if we want to go for this game and for that game, I literally have it in this budget. So I have my personal budget here, have my personal budget, still paying on student loans. I even have nails in here because I always have my nails done. Everybody knows I always have my nails done. And that's in the budget. So for the dream budget, just giving you examples of what I include in here. Where's the new stuff? The new stuff. So right now I only have a cleaning person come once a month, which our new house, we don't really need them to come more than once a month, but I am accounting for a bigger house. So our rent right now is $2,400. I wrote down a mortgage of $5,000. I'm just guessing that's going to be about what we want to spend when we buy the next house. And then I'm guessing cleaning is going to be more than once a month. So that's why I have a higher cleaning fee here. I even have I put real estate down payment, 5,000 a month. I want to save 5,000 a month towards a down payment for a rental property. For a certain savings account, I have 1,000 per month. I really like handbags, so I have $1,000 for a handbag budget. For vacations, and this is monthly, you guys. So if you want to spend $5,000 per year on handbags or watches, whatever you like, split that up over 12 months. Vacations, all the vacations that we want, we need to save 6,000 a month, and this is all of our dream budget. I have specifically a vacation for my kids, entertainment, shopping, uh, everything you can think of is in here. Massages. I want to buy my kids new furniture for their rooms. So like literally every last thing. For my kids 529 account money, I have that on the regular budget, but I have it increased over here. If you want a nanny, if you want any last thing that you're like, oh, it would be so cool if I did this, or if I could have this, write that down. And then you total it up, and that is your dream budget. I'm looking at my business budget to see if there's anything really hopeful. Just things that I added for just more travel for business, more mastermind. I'm currently not in a mastermind. I was in a mastermind for like 3 or 4 years. I think eventually I'll probably want to join one again. Added a number for that. Most of the business budget was not a huge difference because currently the business is doing good and everything's great. I increased salaries to hire more because I assume eventually I'll probably want to hire more. Ad spend, just increasing some numbers is really, I think, the big thing for the dream business budget. So in that dream business budget, you also want to include your salary. And make sure you are aware of how much the total payment is. Because it's not just what you're taking home, but it's also the taxes, everything included. So whatever your dream budget is, and it doesn't have to be as a salary, because we know as a law firm owner, we can elect to be taxed as an S corp. So there are a lot of nuances in there as far as taxes, but especially for the dream budget, just do your best to estimate. But do this whole exercise. And what I always find to be really interesting when I do this exercise with clients, I do this one-on-one with my clients, but when I do this one-on-one with them, they're always amazed at how close they actually are to their dream budget. Partly it could be they're not dreaming big enough, but also it's like, hey, we build up these huge things in our heads like, oh, I want this and this and this. And we don't actually take the time to go and figure out the numbers and figure out what it would look like. It's probably not as far as you think. So this exercise is a great help to get you clear and actually seeing how close it actually could be to you. So go to this exercise. If you do it, please, please, please message me on Instagram or shoot me an email. I would love to hear from you and how helpful it is. And if you got any amazing insights from it, like please share it with me. I would love, love, love to hear from you. All right, I'll see you guys next week.